This is Nostrovini, trying once again to get this thing on air and tell you what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world is the commie take over the country. And one brave man with a comb over and a little bit of a hip problem, I mean, his hips are a little wide, is fighting them. He's fighting them as much as he can. But the issue isn't down, because sometimes evil wins. Oh, yeah. When in the Soviet Union, or the former Soviet Union, it wanted to go for 85 years until it rotted from the inside. See, that's what happens with yellow commies. It's all a big lie and a big hoax. But they managed to destroy the country from within and compromise a lot of people. They're always speaking about fascism, but they are the true fascists. They're left-wing fascists, which are the worst kind. Oh yeah, they have a bigger track record than killing the right-wing fascists. Ego Hitler. Oh, that could be a good argument. Hitler was a left-winger too. Oh yeah. See, capitalism relies on the capitalists being reasonable and paying a reasonable amount of money to people and giving reasonable situations. These communists are not reasonable. Let me tell you something. We have a nasty mix of communism and anti-Semitism and many things, and anti-Western situations. Well, there are a lot of people in this country to burn American flags. I'm again that. The Supreme Court should have never did. That's private property. Or they get their own, it's what should we call it? It's not freedom of speech, it's burning a flag. Yeah, if I took a loincloth and I started burning it against laundry, they'd stop me. I'll tell you something, in civil liberties, it was all this crap. They used to, oh, we'll defend the Klan to go in an area where a bunch of Jews got killed by eventually, well, in America, were murdered by the Nazis. See, but the real truth is the civil liberties movement was originally originated when they tried to get rid of the Bolsheviks in 1918. Yeah, or thereabouts, and rounding them up because the original Bolsheviks wanted to violently overthrow the government. That's against the rules. You can peacefully do a thing, but you can't say I want to violently overcome the government. Then they throw them out. Commies are always bastards, and they keep it like Jason. No matter how much they fail and kill and murder, and they come back because people want to be taken care of from the cradle to the grave. Who else doesn't? Who doesn't want, all of a sudden you're in the womb, it's kind of peaceful again. And then you get out and a bunch of guys with knives pulling on you. That's gonna be traumatic. You want to go back. And look, I had food, I had warmth, I had a mommy's heartbeat in here, and here you got me guys pulling knives on me with this. That has to be traumatic. Yeah, don't know what's going on. Now, the Jennifer's, the Xers, or Zers, or whatever they want to call themselves today, want to take a lunch break. Want to take a lunch break? Well, yeah, it's nice, like a siesta. And I wouldn't mind that. But also, they want to take to cry about Trumpy. Trumpy, who's saving the world. Oh yeah, she's saving the world. I don't care what you say. Because the Israelis are not going to sit internally to be bombed by Hezbollah and all those other guys for all eternity. They're going to use those atomic weapons, and the Iranians are going to use atomic weapons there. And what you end up with 10 billion, if we went along with it, Obama's plan, you have 10 million dead Jews and about 100,000 or millions of dead Iranians. Oh, he's saving the world. You know what they're going to do? They're going to make a statue of him. Yeah, in Iran. In every house in Iran that people were liberated by, you get a picture of Trumpy there. Mark my words. He'll be called king of the world. This is incredible. I thought the freak zone was in the Democratic Party, but apparently I like Christy Nome, except for the puppy killing. I was against it. Then when she did the sexy thing, when she's in her sexy outfit, like some dominatrix warden from some 1980s, you know, exploitation movie in front of these bunch of goons that had been rounded up with little tattoos on them, and they were all stuffed into a big cage. I thought it was cool. But then she abused her power because what she did, she got a plane for herself, because so she could have Utalava, who was her second in command. Now, if she wants to, and then she's violating her relationship with her husband, just putting up with it. Well, now the secret comes out. The whole thing is kinky because, yeah, she's doing the hoopy doop with $1 million plane, tax money, so she can do the hoopy loop. And her husband is into boobomania. He cross dresses and runs around with a boob. And he takes pictures of himself, and there's a thrill. I thought the Democrats were cornering the market, but this is a scandal. We can't afford this. Yeah, it's illegal to be a man. Lunch. In England you can't do the hoopy doop, but it's that you can. If you're a extremist, a Muslim extremist, you can rape little girls. But if you're just an Englishman, you can't go and say, "Hey, honey, you look good." What's wrong with that? That's not sexual violence against women. That's what he's saying. Oh my God, what kind of nightmare world are we going to live in? Well, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm going to fight him every step of the way. And it's a dangerous thing because the liberals and the Democrats and the Marxists and Antifa are very violent people. Oh, yeah. And they got no shame. They'll beat up little men, little ladies. They don't care. It's the fanatics. But their days are numbered. There's a rising thing. Ever since Charlie Kirk was murdered, teeth are growing in the Democratic, the Christian armies. All they have to do is push the button, and there might be some retribution, and there should be. Antifa is a bunch of hired goons and professional commies, and without Soros's money, they're out of business. Yeah, the things that goes on in this country. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm fatigued by the whole situation. I don't even remember where I am now. Okay, we're gonna go. Let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, let's see. Let's see how we do this. Do, do, do. Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, Trump, don't you upset.